Lavender Ylang Ylang. Lavender Ylang Ylang.
The brand is called Alafia, and they're all about equality, empowerment, and beauty. Hi guys, and welcome to my September favorites video in October. I am a few days behind getting to my September favorites, but better late than never, right? So in LA, it has not been feeling super cold for autumn. It's still on the warmer side, so I've still been sporting the tank tops and sandals and things like that. So before I get into my beauty favorites, I'm gonna go ahead and start with my fashion favorites. So I'm wearing my all-time favorite necklace by Muskoka Nord Jewelry, and I'll put a link to her site in the description box below. She has one-of-a-kind amazing designs. I've mentioned them before, but I can't not because it's my favorite piece of jewelry. So it's an orange agate fish, and it's called Kelley fish, and so I've been wearing this a lot. And what I really love is like the Art Deco inspiration behind the fish. I think it's really unique and one of a kind, so I love her work, and thank you for naming it after me, my love. I love you, Muskoka Nord. And so my sandals favorites that I'll be wearing today actually are my Barbieri sandals, and they have like gunmetal little details on them. And what I really love is that they have an elevated chunky heel, and they're just super comfortable, and they have ankle support too. So I'm loving these, and I really love the color. I feel like even though it's autumn, this color can be sported all through fall. So I'll probably be wearing these with like sweaters and things like that until my feet just can't handle the cold. So I'm praying that we get some cold weather because we've had some crazy heat over the summer here. So before I get started with my beauty favorites, I just want to give a shout out to Miracle Skin Transformer for featuring me yesterday on their social medias. Your support is amazing, and I love my Miracle Balm. And just so you guys know, I will be including a Miracle Balm in my next giveaway. So you'll want to subscribe so that you can stay in the loop on that giveaway, and I'll also be giving away some Pacifica products. So I'll be giving away products from two of my favorite brands. So I'm really excited to announce that giveaway, and I'll announce it within the next week and a half or so. So yeah. Let's go ahead and get started with my beauty favorites. All right. Okay, so to get into my September beauty favorites, as you guys know if you watch my videos, my favorite concealer is the LA Girl HD Concealer. I use it on the regular. I do, however, love to switch up my beauty products, so I do have a new favorite concealer, and it is by L'Oreal. It's the Visible Lift Blur Concealer, and I'm in the shade number 301 Fair. I'm actually going to go and pick up the other shade that's above this, which is 302 Light, I believe. And then from what I saw, there was one other above that. Now that was just at the CVS that I went to. There might be other shades from in a different drugstore. I'm not positive on that. So, but this one is in the shade Fair. What I love about this is that it really does blur out your under eye area. The flip side of that, though, is that it's just meant for concealing. It's not meant for under eye highlighting or brightening if that's the kind of concealer that you're looking for. So because it doesn't have that, is what I do is I take my Dirty Works Radiance Cream and I put that on underneath my eyes before I apply the concealer. So by doing that, it gives the brightening effect. But what is great about this is that it really conceals and hides any sort of under eye darkness and really just smooths out the area. And when you add powder to it, it doesn't come off cakey or anything like that. It's just very smooth and pretty much like Photoshop for underneath the eyes. So I've really been loving this. And not to mention that you also get a ton of products in this. I mean, this is it's a pretty big bottle of concealer. I would say that there's more in this than any of my other concealers. So I'm really, really excited about this one. I think if I were to not have concealer in my life, I would be very, very sad. So, okay. What's next? So let's go ahead and talk about what's on my eyes today. So I've been really loving the e.l.f. smudge pots. So they're the ones that have the white lids on them. And the 3 shades that I have are Ain't That Sweet, Brownie Points, and Cruisin' Chic. Or Cruisin' Chic. I'm not sure. So I think it's Chic. Cruisin' Chic. What's really great about these smudge pots is that once they are on and they set, they do not come off. It's even hard to get them off with soap and water, or cleanser and water. So they really mean business. And they're not like the other e.l.f. shadows that I have in the pots. These ones are the long-lasting lustrous eyeshadow. These are more like spongy feeling. And these are more like, say you were to apply an eyeshadow stick pencil like Rimmel's Scandalize, that's a great example. It applies similar to the way an eyeshadow pencil does. This is just more, the black topped ones are just a little bit, there's a hair. The black topped e.l.f. shadows are just a little bit more like foamy in texture. Great shadows, but I like the smudge pot ones better. And so the shade that I'm wearing today and the shade that I've been wearing over the last month has been the Cruisin' Chic shade. It's a very like brownie taupey, like actually I would say less brown, more taupe, and like hints of like a purpley brownness to it. But I would definitely say it's more of a taupe shade. what I do is I take a concealer brush, like the one I showed you in the video, and I apply it all over my lid, and then that acts as my primer. And then my favorite palette of the month has been my Too Faced Natural at Night palette, and the shade that I've been wearing like almost every single day has been the Moonstone shade. So it's like an olive goldy type shade, and I just take a blending brush and I go over the top of the e.l.f. Cruisin' Chic taupey shade. So it just gives a really nice wash of color for my eyes for during the day. And I really like the color combo of the two mixed together. It's kind of like a cross between a light olive shade and taupe. when mixed together. And I really like the effect. So that is on my lids, and then underneath I've just been mixing the Nightcap shade and the Cocoa Star shade, so the two shades at the very top. I've been mixing those and just smudging that underneath my eye to give a shadow underneath my eye. And it's pretty much it. I'm not wearing any liner on the top of my eyelids today, and I'm just wearing like a my nude Rimmel eye brightener thing. What's it called? Scandalize. Yeah. So that's been my go-to makeup look over the last month, and it's been so easy. I find that when I use these smudge pots or even an eyeshadow stick, it's just such a fast and simple look, and that's what I really love about it. Not to mention that these are really good quality. I mean, I think these were $2. So my next product is my Rose Salve by C.O. Bigelow. I'm not going to talk too much about this today because I mentioned it a lot in my past videos, but I like to use it right before I do my makeup application. I find that it just preps my lips really nicely for lipstick or lip lining. You can like put it on your eyelid if you want to make that really beautiful wet eye look. So yeah, I've been loving this. So the next product that I wanted to mention today is my Milani lip oil. I believe this is the flavor Honey Lemon. I've been using this a lot too. I just kind of keep this in my handbag, and if I just need a quick clear gloss, I just reach for this. And what I love about lip oils is that they're just super soothing and calming, and they give a hint of shine if you're not wanting like a color on your lips. You can even add this to a lipstick if you wanted to. So I've been wearing that a lot this month. And so the next makeup item that I wanted to go over are my Kat Von D blushes. So today I am wearing my Hansel and Gretel Shade and Light blush, and I have 5 of them. So you get a ton of product with these. I don't believe you can get these on the Kat Von D website. They may have been discontinued. I think in fact they were discontinued. But you can find them at TJ Maxx, and you can probably order them online somewhere like Amazon, that sort of thing. So the shades that I have are what I'm wearing today, the Hansel and Gretel. I have the Mickey and Mallory, and Samson and Delilah, Sid and Nancy, and Bonnie and Clyde. I love the names. They're like rebel names. I love it. So what I love about these are that they're not like crazy pigmented to where when you put your brush in it, you have to like shake your brush out like 10 times to get just the perfect amount of blush on your brush. They're very like smooth, and it's funny, I'm like torn between loving blushes that are highly pigmented and also torn between loving blushes that aren't so pigmented, because I like to build color. I don't want to put color on my cheek and then all of a sudden be, on the first application, it be too much color. So I actually prefer that they are like this, that they're not like, you know, like super bright on the skin. So I'm just going to swatch this a little bit. Probably won't be able to see it because my camera doesn't do autofocus. But it's just a really beautiful like mauve shade on the left and a peachy shade on the right. And so I just like to mix these two shades together to wear the blush that I'm wearing today. And I just find that it's a really complementary shade. And I would say that it is very complementary to most skin tones. So I've really been loving this shade. And then the other ones I'll show you quickly. This one is like this one is Bonnie and Clyde. It's very purple and very loud. But this can be really beautiful with like a pink lip stain, or like just something really subtle that looks like you're glowing from within. I think that this is a really beautiful blush. And when you mix them together, it's not what you think. It's very like baby pink. I would say that the color when mixed together looks a lot like Benefit's Dandelion. So yeah, they're not like really like loud colors in this range. But what I love is the texture of them. They're just so smooth, and I feel like they just give you the color that you need without looking like you're even wearing blush. And sometimes with powder blushes, that effect can be a little bit different. The brand is called Alafia, and they're all about equality, empowerment, and beauty. And if you've heard anything about African black soap, you've heard that it's really good stuff, and that the ingredients in it are really natural and good for your skin. And what I love about this is that it has like oils in it. It has lavender oil in it, so it's not like a body soap or face soap. It's like an oil kind of cleanser. I find that the moisturizing quality of this is really amazing, and it is because of all the oil in it. But it doesn't break you out or anything like that. It's just a really nice cleanser, and I basically use it for body, face, but yeah, this has been my go-to body wash. Oh, and another thing that I like to use it for is shampoo. That's why it's almost gone, is because I use a ton of this for shampoo. I think I'm down to here now. And so I'll be picking up some more of this. I believe this comes in, I'm totally gonna get this wrong. I believe it comes in an orange citrus scent. I'm not positive on that, but I do think it's citrus. I'm not sure if it's orange. I do think it's citrus though. Or tangerine. I think it's tangerine. Yeah, so you can find these at TJ Maxx. So that is pretty much it for my September favorites. I have some errands to run. So I'm going to be out the door. I'm going to put on my Barbara Barbieri sandals, and I'm going to be out the door. And until my next video, I hope you guys subscribe and like this video if you liked it, that is. And be sure to stay tuned for my next giveaway. I'm super excited to announce that. So the announcement will be here sooner than we all know. And yeah! Also, if you haven't followed me on Twitter and Instagram and Facebook, I'll be sure to leave the links to my other socials so you can follow me there as well. And thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!